Thank you, Dr. Kong. Since all my communications with Dr. Kong was in English, I'm going to speak in English. I know that it's very difficult to talk in a few minutes about a friendship which has lasted for 60 years. Be that as may, I will try to recount as fast as possible some of the events that he and I have been involved in. But before that, I would like to salute him for his devotion, his dedication to socialism. I know I have got a lot of friends right from the beginning, but quite a few of them have jumped boats. But he remains steadfast in his belief. But being a friend of his, I have frequently and conveniently been branded as a socialist too. But I don't think it's fair because I can only go to the level of an associate of a socialist. That's the best I can do. What I will do is I will recount some of the things that he and I did during those early years in the 1960s. As what Siti says, Logong was one of the first incidents that we were involved in. I remember how it started. Syed Husin, Dato Zain and I when we visited Dato Gong, Utusan Ayu says the socialists have come to the Logong. So that's how we got involved. And it's very nice that Utusan Ayu said that we were agitators. Actually, we didn't know Hamitwa. But since we were challenged, we went and took up the case against the state government on the question of land distribution and land ownership. At that time, Dato Harun was the Menteri Besar. And Dato Harun accused both sides of saying and I as being colonists. And I said, what is all this? But I said, as far as I know what communism is, to each, according to your means, to each according to your capability, and to each according to your means. I said, what's wrong with that? It's a very nice statement. But no, we got into trouble. So we went and helped the whole group, and I went to the police station to see Hamid and his friends to say that we will fight for you to get the title to your land. And we did. The state government relented and gave titles to more than 100 of them that they have supposedly illegally opened. That was the beginning. In 1968, 5 or 6 of us from the University of Malaya felt or conceived the idea that there shall be a university using the Malay language as the medium of instruction. We fought very hard for that. We traveled all over the country campaigning for mass support for the project. Within a few months, the government considered, said that we shall establish the University of Bangsa. And for you who are here, between the day of the conception of the university till the first day of the admission of the first set of students, it was hardly 2 years. And I think that is a record anywhere in the world for a university to be started in 2 years. People always ask, why is it that you were starting the university? Why didn't you join the university? The answer is very simple, and the answer is simple, and it's because of pride. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Malaya said, probably jokingly, we started the University Kebangsaan because we cannot become professors in the University of Malaya. So three of us, Husin, Baka Ami, and I, decided to stay in the University of Malaya, and three of us became professors in the University of Malaya under the watch of that Vice Chancellor. So, and then recently, I went back to the University of Pakistan for a visit, only 2 weeks after the death of Syed Husin. So, of course, his name came as a subject of discussion. Somebody remarked, I said, why is it that after all his contributions and his sacrifices, that Syed Husin has never been recognized? I said, I cannot answer that question. I do not know the answer to that question. So, that's the end of it. In 1973, Syed Husin Ali and I resigned our headship in the University of Malaya. We resigned in protest of a significant number of diploma holders from Ngee Ann College, Singapore, being admitted into the Faculty of Education, Diploma of Education, which requires a postgraduate, a degree to enter. So we resigned. Our students in the Faculty of Arts wanted to know why we resigned. So they organized a gathering. It so happened that the press was there. The next day, it became a public issue. The Minister of Education at that time, Husin, called the Vice Chancellor and the Dean. I don't know what happened in that discussion, but the next day, the statement came out from the ministry saying that the diploma holders of Ngee Ann College were admitted only once. It was a one-off issue, no more after that. But some quarters accused Husin and I as being anti-Chinese because the dean and all the students involved were Chinese. But we were not concerned with that because Syed and I have been consistently opposed to the idea of using unreasonable discretion in the admission of students. As a case in point, I can tell you that we, he and I, have stopped the admission of the child of a ruler from being admitted into the Faculty of Arts on the grounds that her qualification, her foreign qualification, lies in low priority in the admission list. We also other cases, all of them involved in this, but nobody accused us of being anti-related.